Hello everyone and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for Save Points. Probably that
I was gonna call it Phoenix Wright, Safe Attorney.
There you go. March 21st, 11:34 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt Engard as our client. And you know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
Pretty sure half the lawyers in this universe just start laughing. So, you know what we should do.
Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. It's only one way
Get
to...
drunk.
Hmm?
Right, then obviously one thing we should do is get drunk.
Exactly. We only have one chance. Let's completely blow it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I was gonna save my affair, but then I got high.
Amazing. There's only one way to prove Mr. Engard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Okay.
We could have done that yesterday.
I know, but we had to save it for today, make it more dramatic. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel. Hotel lobby. Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't come in without...
Good morning.
Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here?
I didn't see the giant spiky hair and the blue costume and the little girl with like completely outlandish clothing. She started talking. That talking thing was so weird.
Well, looking at Old Bag's eyes, maybe the lung cancer has started to affect her vision.
Okay, maybe she is like, she can only hear people now.
Uh-huh. I heard Paul Dewan was killed. Is that true?
Wait, she didn't know that?
I guess not. It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel set.
You fear me.
Oh, damn it. Jeez. I swear I wasn't, like, doing this before. Steel Samurai, doing the most evil of deeds. You know, it's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of wands. Sounds familiar. Why, oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one, like flies?
Well, okay, I guess that's what this said.
This class, the other kids called me Queen Reaper because blood rained and people died. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Sorry about that, everyone. Don't push me, boy!
Mr. Nick. I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking so fast.
Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants!
Oh my god.
I
We are
know.
a giant doll.
We are a giant doll, but at least we can help Twilight Sparkle do her homework.
Now I'm imagining giant Big Mac coming in, like, stealing it.
Jeez, that would be scary. With this universe, who knows? Maybe that could happen. But anyway, sorry everyone, I guess Old Bag has a cold of late. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. Yeah, we were there. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again.
It's such a like Edgeworth, now I'm confused.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Well, I guess he's not a movie star, though. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my wand. I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? Oh, hey, her. That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent.
I'll let you be known, it comes from the nation of the Heartlands.
Exactly. I forgot she was in this game. I mean, what is that supposed... Soul bursts, small bursts. What is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, when you're young and you talk like you old fucking... Pearls, are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much.
Hey, are you paying attention, youngins today? So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lana. Yeah, pretty much.
That was strange. You talk to her though.
Yeah, we do. Still, she looks pretty intense. I still don't know who decided to hire her for this job.
I don't know what job it is.
One wonders if she... One wonders if she's actually employed, come to think of it. Maybe she just chatted the person's ear off. And they're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
But maybe that's how she got employed. She killed the last security guard. It's a lung cancer.
Maybe so. Just death by transfer.
She's pestilence incarnated. Whatever she touches dies.
Jeez. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. Ah, I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Ah, I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. Oh no, what did you see? I saw it very clearly.
What?
I saw the most important moment of the night.
That's gonna be disappointing.
You witnessed. It probably is. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please, tell me, what did you see? Oh, no. We have to talk to her more than I thought.
No.
A lot more. Jeez. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't?
She knows a lot about that.
She sure does. Please don't stray onto another tangent, please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Okay.
Okay, I guess that's how we make signals these days.
Just give them a bunch of gifts. Makes sense to me. Alright, I guess let's go to Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
No, I'm imagining they are literally running around, being headless.
Jeez. That's what I was... That sounds pretty intense and kind of scary, honestly.
I wonder if we can do any investigating on our own in this kind of atmosphere.
You know, to be fair, this is the kind of hotel that it's like a huge place. Certainly a murder-type game could take... Like a, you know, a horror-type game could take place here. Well, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Do we really have to roll up our sleeves for this? I wonder if that's just what Phoenix Wright does whenever he's, like, questioning tough witnesses.
Well, I mean, that's what Little Guy does all the time.
Yeah, that's true. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief showed his face. What?
So you liked us.
I know, seriously. What are you yelling about us for? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep?
What are you looking for?
My camera! It's life blood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Jeez.
That's more expensive.
I know, but still.
I mean, for being a professional.
Yeah, I know. She's a professional
in quotation marks.
Exactly, in quotation marks. I guess that's why I'm surprised. Your camera. Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Is that how the law works in the Heartlands?
So, whoever judged the place twice is obviously the criminal.
Makes sense to me.
I think that actually makes sense. Like, whenever the police, like, for example, you have like a guy who is like, someone killed my father, and then he comes back to the police officer the next day, like, hey, why haven't you guys done anything? He's like, someone killed my father, and like, yep, you're guilty.
Jeez.
Case solved.
The Heartlands is a rough place.
Don't go to the police, they will lock you up.
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. I see what you did there. Rules clearly doesn't, though.
He's just confused by how idiotic everyone is. Like, I think she was like, I'm gonna reap this universe and get out. So it's like, nah, maybe not.
I don't think these souls are going to be very tasty looking at all these people. So you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new.
Jeez, that thing just got double its value.
Yeah.
She's a good salesman.
Apparently so.
But didn't you just say you bought it for just $700?
I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours. Jeez.
She is a good salesman.
She is. I mean, that's 5 hours, but 5 hours and she talked that guy out of almost $1,000.
She should become a patrician.
She should become a lawyer.
Okay, that's it.
I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that.
And then he gave you the camera for free? Jeez. When did you lose your camera?
Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture? Gosh, today. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. Jeez. You really are bad at being a professional photographer.
But she's bad at being professional at anything she has ever done.
That's fair. Poor Lotta. So I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Lotta's camera added to the court record. Well, I guess that answers that question.
That looks like a very sexual camera.
It really does.
I don't know if that's a camera anymore.
It looks like some weird torture device off of some porno. Some, like, futuristic porno movie. I don't know.
The future. We have camera fun.
The kind of cameras that insert nanobytes into your bloodstream.
How?
I don't know. Through camera-ness. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. I'm considering the previous statement I had an idea, but I think I'd rather not state it out loud.
Okay.
Well, From before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around in this area.
You know,
Yeah.
she's pretty considering she wanted you to have the death sentence. She seems pretty okay with just talking about shit.
I know, seriously. I don't think crimes are taken very seriously in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands? The Heartlands?
I mean, yeah, the Heartlands. Whatever. Netherlands, Heartlands, they're basically the same.
So, okay,
place.
now we have to determine that the Netherlands are actually the Heartlands.
Well, that would explain it. That's why they're a nation now. The people from the Heartlands, like, decided they wanted their own place because they were just making too many people. So they were like, you know, the Netherlands looks like a good place. Let's invade them. And that's how history happens. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Engard was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Whenever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had.
She implying that's taught in school,
Apparently so. Jeez, that would kind of explain a lot about Lotta Heart if that's all she was taught in school. They're like, hey guys, you see that girl with the afro? Having an afro means everywhere you go, there's just always news.
Jeez, I mean, that's quite like a thing to expectations for a kid.
I know.
Yes, I imagine it's like someone like a teacher kicks in the door, it's like, you're gonna be Batman, and you're gonna be Robin, and you, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Get the fuck out and save the world.
That's pretty intense. That would be an interesting classroom. Big scoop. I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. Wonder what scoop she was after this time. I think it's obvious, isn't it?
But
Although...
before the murder.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, before the murder, though, I think she even already said she's looking into the press conference, I assume.
Okay.
Although I was...
But yet one guy, someone didn't know anything about.
Yeah, I know. Like, that guy knew a lot for not knowing a lot about the press conference. Like, he knew that the guy was supposed to be in costume. And I don't know how he knew that about the press conference. Although, I also was on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. You say so. I guess your afro agrees. It's kind of eating your hand right now. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do.
No, I'm confused. Where are we going here? I was here the whole time. Are you sure you were here the whole time? I was not here the whole time. Are you sure you weren't here the whole time? Okay, I was here the whole time.
I'm a little confused with this too. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oh no, more Cyclops.
Right, shows your mentality's not really strong.
Yeah. Oops. Sorry, Mr. Lawyer, can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We have been stopped, haven't we?
Haha, yeah. Take that, Mr. Lawyer. What? I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and I rule smile. Alright.
That's nice. Okay, she was nice to us. No, she's not. She's a bit bipolar.
She is a bit bipolar. Also, can't we just, you know, for once, since we're telling everyone else anyways, for once, can't we just be like, yo, Lotta Heart, Maya Faye's kind of in danger of dying. Can you just tell us what you know and hurry this shit up? We only have today to search for things. Anyways, let's wipe that smile off your face. And I just bought that camera. Who did it? The thieving rascal! Please don't look straight at me when you're saying that. When I find the bugger who went and done this, they're gonna pay with a bullet. Jeez. And if you do
Are
that,
they gonna shoot you?
and if you do that, don't expect me to defend you. Well, she's saying she's gonna find out who did it and shoot them, so.
Oh, but I mean, if they pay with a bullet, then shouldn't they shoot you?
I see what you're saying, but that's not the implication.
So are you gonna show her the fucking walkie-talkie?
Oh, yeah. Maybe that'll help. Now, do you know anything? I've told you how many times now I'm a journalist. I've got so much info running laps in my head and I forget things here and there.
Please don't get so worked up over this.
Ha! I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters. Jeez.
You came from a weird fucking school.
You came from a really weird school. Be extra tough on kids.
And make the NPC suit Batman at the same time.
Gotta make sure if those kids say anything that's wrong, they say that like, they say that 2 + 2 isn't 4. You gotta make sure to slap the shit out of them. You know anything about this? Hey, what's that? A press conference ticket? How come I ain't got myself one of them? Please don't direct your anger at me. Why in tarnations wasn't I invited to that?
It was cancelled because of murder. Does it matter?
Yeah, exactly. And also because we have someone in the industry. So, like, yeah, I don't assume just everyone was invited, and you're not exactly a famous anything. How come someone on the bottom of the popularity chart like you got the info, but not me? Info like that is worth nothing to ya. I'm right. Am I right or what? Is that the kind of person she thinks I am?
She's really grumpy today.
She is.
Are you going to stand there and take that, Mr. Nick?
I don't know what you expect us to do. Do you want us to, like, punch a lot of heart?
Yeah. That's what we do down in hell. But then maybe eat the sauce.
So let's see, we could go to Engard's hotel room or Krita's hotel room. So we're going to Engard's first.
Sure.
Yeah, might as well just go in order. Oh. March 21st, Gateway Water Hotel. Engard's hotel room.
Where are we?
We're in Mr. Matt Engard's dressing room. This is our client's room.
I assume that's Mr. I'm just gonna say that's a bad boy. It's probably not.
May I help you with something? Oh, no.
But that's totally the bad boy.
Well, I could do her voice, though, if that's fine.
She looks like Mia. No, she looks like someone before. Just don't know who.
She kind of reminds me of one of those scientist girls.
Okay, yeah, maybe she looks like one of those.
Yeah. But the scientist girl from last case, I mean from the last game. It's
a older one, though.
Oh, okay, yeah, her sister. Very possibly. You're Mr. Engard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. Oh, she's the you know, his thing. I can't talk. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail.
She's the manager.
Yeah, that.
But I mean, obviously she was a manager, but I just thought the bad boy was a manager.
Yeah.
But she still looks like the other woman too.
Yeah, she does. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Or his personal slut. Wow!
It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Engard's situation is looking rather grim. admittedly, considering we're here, she has a point. I was saying the point stands even more so because we have a little girl with us, but admittedly, though, that does kind of move away from that whole thing you mentioned. It's still kind of weird for a lawyer to run around investigating with a little girl. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. Why does everyone hate us today?
I don't know. I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of a small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. What?
Does that mean?
I don't know. That was a weird way to state whatever you were saying.
She doesn't look small.
She
doesn't look ugly. And she's probably better paid than you, so I'm not entirely sure what we are going on here.
I assume he was saying that she looks like she could, like, punch someone, but I'm not really sure.
But she doesn't look extremely violent, but she also does not extremely weak, so I don't know.
I don't know. Let's look at some stuff. There's a giant bone sitting on the plate.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no,
no,
no
Mr. Edgard, you gotta eat it. You can eat it in 15 minutes.
I don't really like meat. You've never had meat.
There's something weird about this plate.
No,
I just wish I could put my finger on what it is.
No more plate bullshit.
Something weird about the plate.
Okay, you know what's weird about this plate? Why the fuck is this whatever they were eating so bloody?
I don't
like,
know.
Seriously, this looks raw.
They were eating meat, yeah. Like, at first I thought it was like strawberry something, like maybe they were eating cheesecake, but no, I don't know why their meat would be that bloody. So that's definitely a possibility. And I think kind of the fact that just they're, it's obvious what's wrong here. Hopefully we don't have to do any 15-minute bullshit. You see what's wrong is there's two plates, but he said he wasn't with anyone.
Okay, right, so I mean, I guess that was so obvious that I didn't even bother about it, because there's 2 plates, obviously.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess just, I was thinking back to what the guy said, so that's a thing. Oh, here, Phoenixes. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for 2 at that.
But I mean, the manager was running on. Doesn't mean she couldn't have been part of it. It just means that she didn't have enough time to eat it. It's just a 15-minute proof case and whatnot.
God damn, I really hope we don't have to deal with the 15-minute kind of thing again. But I don't think we do.
I'm sure they're Mr. Enyard and Mrs. Andrews' plates. You could ask her. She's right here.
Looks like they had... Oh,
no!
Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? No. The T-bone steaks will forever haunt my dreams.
Are they doing this on purpose? Did they go back in time to fuck with me?
I think they did. They knew. They knew. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. They knew how... They drive people insane.
I think that jacket-looking thing is kinda happy.
Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir.
It's so weird, because is he American or is he not? Because if he's Japanese, why doesn't he know this shit?
Yeah,
But if he's American, is he an immigrant?
I don't know. I would be absolutely thrilled. Well, I think the thing is, yeah, because if he was not American, then it kind of would break, like, yeah, you'd think he would, but I don't know. Maybe he was maybe he's a Japanese kid raised by Americans.
He doesn't look Japanese.
Well, exactly. Maybe his parents came over here and had a babby, and that was Phoenix.
But then he's not a Japanese kid, is he?
Well, okay, I see your point, yeah. Well, he's an American kid that was born in Japan, I guess is what I'm saying, but yeah. That's my closest assumption to anything that could explain anything in this game. It's probably Mr.
Oh, even
Engard's
that wouldn't
suitcase.
explain why he doesn't know what the stuff is. Whatever.
Actually, yeah, you're right. That doesn't really explain anything. For someone who was only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. It's like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here.
Stars really are different from us, aren't they?
You say so.
I heard they work for Jesus. Damn evildoers.
That's the bedroom over there.
That's a bed. Wow, you really have big beds here. I see one on a stone floor. That's on fire.
Jeez. Night of the murder. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engard. Okay. So, she is saying that. What's that she has in her hand, though?
Looks like a cut.
Yeah, are you... Oh, no. Are you secretly Max? Are you gonna start throwing cards at us, lady?
Maybe Max it in sex change. You know.
That's pretty... Yeah, I know. That's pretty intense. That's what he did after his sweetie pie turned him down. He had to hide and get a new job and a new identity. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me.
Okay, I know I'm now nitpicking, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
But I mean, this might be affected by the whole murder case. I guess you can do it. Okay, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna argue, what kind of hotel service just left a plate sitting there for the whole day?
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, there was a murder, so maybe they weren't allowed in.
Yeah, that's the only argument I would think would be, yeah. This one I'll let slide.
Because I guess it's mostly, they said there was dinner, but I just don't know how long before the murder was the dinner.
Right, exactly. Because if the murder was directly after they ate, like she left and then, you know, murder happened, then I can see that this is a crime scene and they wouldn't move stuff. But she's a lot of fun at parties. When the awards show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations at the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. It was the time for the post-ceremony show. I came back to call for Mr. Engard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. That's when you found his body, isn't it? So, I guess she knows about the post-ceremony show, obviously.
But obviously. I thought we were implying that she's a killer.
Well, yeah. That's true.
You really had drunk through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally as tough as nails. Or she's the real killer.
But she's the one who hired the killer.
Yeah.
And the killer was probably the killer.
It is in the name after all. Unless the game's going to, like, troll us, but it usually doesn't. These names are pretty plain out.
It's probably like in the law code. You have to name your person after what they're gonna do.
So about you and... Man, that must make hookers in this world feel really awkward.
Well, it's part of the caste system. You just gotta live with it.
Yeah. Stop right there. Don't expect me to believe you have been talking to me without knowing how to relate. How to relate. Sorry. I have no idea why Mr. Engard chose you as his lawyer.
But that was kind of this phone call.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine expecting that, like, well, there was this phone call, and my assistant got kidnapped, and if I downsize this case in a day, she's gonna get murdered. I don't really like her, but I have to do it.
Yeah. That would be
And then I got this magic glowing stone that proved me that he wasn't a killer, so I'm okay with doing this.
You know, for some reason, the way you're explaining that obviously won't sound as derpy, but for the way you're explaining that makes me think of the mentally advanced Rainbow Dash.
Jeez. Didn't know I sounded dumb.
Well, no, it was more of the way you kind of like, and then, you know, that's definitely a roundabout way. Yeah, exactly. It's the way she explains things. Why did she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick. What? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
I don't think you should do that, Pearls. I don't know.
How did she whatever.
I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Engard's manager. His manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Krita, have one? No, he did not.
He's pretty swag.
He is, actually, yeah. You know, honestly, if he got this far without a manager, I bet if he hired one, he would probably be leagues above this guy.
And he probably wouldn't be dead.
Oh.
Maybe that's why he's dead.
Man.
Maybe she was like, I want to be a manager. She was like, what was his name again?
Mr. Krita. I believe his name is
She was like, Krita, join me, and together we can rule the universe. And he's like, no, that's impossible. And she get him.
He's like, no, I work alone. He didn't?
And then she get him.
Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. Yeah. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. What?
I'm not entirely sure what you're saying here.
Dragging a little girl like her to a place like this, honestly.
Yeah, well, I'm doing this to that Mystic Maya.
Pearls.
So I'm dragging him.
Calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? And by juice, I mean the strongest alcoholic beverage I can find.
Yeah, it's like I bought a orange juice. It had 300% alcohol. Nah.
Jeez. 300% alcohol. That's like... That's all the percentage. Let's see. Do you have any idea what happened to Lotta's camera? I'd like to ask you about this. Told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, it's the first time I've been shut down this badly. Do you want to look at my badge? No, what a bitch. Don't even look at that. What about Matt Engard? You at least have something to say about him, right? Has to become Mr. Engard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Engard does seem like a rather weak-willed man. Always doing as he's told. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, some people like that.
Yeah, I know. Seems convenient to manage.
I was saying, my manager, right, Nick? My precious.
My precious manager. Do you have any thoughts on Old Bag? No. Apparently Old Bag's a trifling matter, which is pretty true. Did you know the victim, Mr. Krita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all.
Did you know about his rivalry with the Nick Samurai? I was gonna call him the Nick Samurai.
Makes sense to me. He was the Nick Samurai, not the bees. Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. If either one of them weren't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. That's suspicious sounding. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. Just know why Juan Krita was killed.
Yeah, she was probably a sister.
Yeah, probably. I guess one more thing to ask her, and then this should be over. This one's, like, talking with her took longer than I expected. Then again, I didn't really expect anyone to be in here. But I guess I should have, like, there's not much to investigate without people, so I probably should have figured. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Credo was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so, do you have any ideas? Yep, and there it is. Cyclops.
Sweet.
Four. You almost called it, but nah. There's four. This is the final case. People are toughening up, except Lotta Hart, who...
Because I was like, he said 3, or, I was like, he said 5 or 3. And I was gonna go with 3, and then I said 4.
Yeah, it's getting you in the middle there. Miss Andrews. Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it
a Cyclops, Mr. Nick?
Yes. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. It's almost like...
it becomes like a disease.
Gee.
Like, you just see them everywhere now, like, no, we're watching.
That'd be really unfortunate. He just goes home and he's like, hey mom, how are you doing? And like his mom just is like, oh, I'm good, and suddenly Cyclops.
85 over them.
Jeez.
She has to break every single little piece. Also, he has a mother.
Oh, I assume he has to. But I don't know. I guess we kind of established. Yeah.
He's actually a genetic experiment done by Edgeworth.
Well, that would explain a lot, I think.
He's actually like an Edgeworth clone. I don't know.
I don't know.
Alternate universe Edgeworth clone.
Well, that would explain why we're so badass, kind of. But we didn't get the actual being badass genes. We just got the knowledge genes.
And the yelling random thing genes.
Yeah. Objection! Anyways.
Thank you for watching.
See y'all next time.